Things like the painting that I picked out, it's so tranquil. They helped calm things down a bit. It's a tiny painting, two figures in a landscape by Frank Brangwyn. And it's not one of these wham-bam ones, it's just something you may even walk past, but it's just lovely. I just love the colours in it. There are two figures in the painting, two women. It's kind of ethereal, it's quite light and blue, and one of them is sitting on a wheelbarrow, and it looks as if she might have a cabbage in her hand. But it doesn't really matter, it's a whole composition of them just in the landscape, just two people quietly going about their business. It's Sir Frank Brangwyn, and he was a Royal Academician. The Victoria Art Gallery has loads of his prints in the storeroom, which is right below us. He did an apprenticeship with William Morris, amongst other people. But the reason I think he's amazing is because he would turn his hand to anything, just like William Morris. He would paint, he did illustrations, he did etchings, he designed pottery, he designed fabrics. On the art gallery volunteers' visit to Cardiff Museum, we walked in the door and there was a whole wall full of his murals, absolutely huge. He was quite happy to work in large scale and small scale, so he'd do murals the size of this room. I really noticed him when I went on a holiday to Sicily, and I came across him in this wonderful Casa Cucini, and it was a real surprise because I walked in and I heard the name and I thought, I do know that name because we've got a picture of his in the Victoria Gallery. And there were all these murals in the dining room. Absolutely beautiful, just so subtle and gorgeous. But apparently they'd been hidden for 100 years because of the controversial nature of them. And they depict same-sex parenting. He was in with quite a lot of international famous people, so Roald Dahl, Picasso, Hemingway. They all met in this casa in Sicily. And even Bertrand Russell, who devised his pacifist manifesto in that place. So he was really in with a lot of people, which is why it's quite surprising that he isn't so well known today. He was also a First World War artist, so he got to go to the front line and to paint and draw, and some of his pictures are really quite harrowing. And so I think things like the painting that I picked out were an antidote, if you like, that they helped calm things down a bit. I've been volunteering at the gallery for about 8 years, off and on. One of my first jobs when I come into this gallery is to go round. It's not really a job, but I just like to see if anything's changed and see what's around and see what people are looking at, what they're noticing. I've always been interested in art, but this has really helped to crystallise it. I even plan my holidays around where I can go, which galleries I can go to, and which exhibitions are on.